guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back if you've seen this face before. Today's video is going to be a video I've wanted to make ever since this freaking happened, you guys, okay? So, and this video is going to be about when I went to Florida back in 2020, you know, when everything was on shutdown and I was not supposed to be traveling, but my friends and I said, F that, we're traveling anyways and we're going to Panama. So I went to Florida with these people before. I'm going to give them different names, of course. I'm going to give the girl Alyssa, okay? And the guy, I'll just call him Leo, okay? So I've gone to Florida with both of them before. We actually went to Jacksonville together before. The thing that was different about this trip is that more people were coming. And actually, I made a video about last time I was in Florida, how I was tripping off edibles. And I made a video about that, and that will be either up here or up here if you're interested. I literally lost the ability to think. My brain was just empty. The thing that also makes this trip a little extra, like, and this is what got me in trouble with this trip, period, is I brought Xannies along, okay? Like I said, I think this was about like a 4 or 5 day trip. I really don't remember. Amazing memory of mine. And so I want to say this was probably about like the second night. Like, we weren't there long. And in my return video where I was like, I'm back, I mentioned that I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis and IBS. And because of that, obviously I'm given medicine to try to help control my symptoms, which they don't do the world's best job at that, I'm not even gonna lie. But to help myself not have symptoms on top of it, I tend to not eat if I'm out in a public setting, just to make sure, you know, because like, I'm not trying to F myself over and end up in the bathroom the whole time. It was nighttime and we went to this Mexican restaurant. I remember being like surprised that it was open, and like we were talking to the people that worked there, like, yeah, some restaurants are open right now, some aren't, because like I said, this was when everything kind of shut down. Like, this was the beginning of it all. I did 2 little Xannies. I took 2 little Xanax and I didn't eat, and I really don't remember if I had a drink of my own. I don't think so, because I wasn't 21 at the time, I was only 20. And all of a sudden they say that like I got up and I went to the bathroom and I disappeared, okay? And that's from their perspective. And my perspective is I was feeling very weird, and I have no idea how to explain it. Like, the Xannies were hitting, and sometimes when they hit good, but sometimes they hit and they don't hit good. Like, you just feel very uncomfortable and you want to go home, literally. So I took off to the bathroom, okay? And then I blacked out. Memory is completely empty. Like, I don't remember one thing. Next thing I know is I'm getting out of a car. Like, I remember shutting a car. I'm kind of disoriented, and I call my mom, because for whatever reason, obviously because I'm on these floors, I think I'm home. I think I'm in Nashville, but I'm still in Panama. And I don't know if I had mentioned this already, but I had gotten dropped off at an arcade. And this arcade was 2 to 3 miles away. So, I have no idea whose car I jumped in, why I jumped in, why they took me there, what happened. Actually, I kind of don't want to know what happened, you know, like, it's a weird situation. So once I was on the phone with my mom, guess what? My phone's freaking about to die. Since I'm on the phone with her, I'm not snapping to text my friends to come get me, and it's too late and my phone freaking dies. And I have no idea where I am at this arcade, so I just start to walk inside and I'm freaked out. Oh, actually, oh my god, I forgot about this, but I just remembered right now. Oh, this was, I think, before I ended up calling my mom or I was on the phone with her. I really don't know, you guys. And this is kind of crazy and scary and like, oh my god. I went up to this woman's car and a woman was in there with her child. And I ended up yanking on the car door trying to get in, thinking it was my mom's car. Dude, that mom rolled down the window and was like, "Excuse me." Like, she basically just like snapped a little bit, and I'm just like trying to tell her like, "Hey, I'm lost. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I thought this was my mom's car. I'm so sorry." And I like backed up because she started to like mention the cops, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry. It was not meant to be like that. Like, this was an honest mistake." So that freaked me out. So that's when I called my mom. So yeah, okay, my phone died. So I'm walking inside to try to find somebody with the phone, and then this group of like 4 guys, they stand in front of me, kind of like form me like a half circle, and they're like, "What's that, baby?" All like thuggish and shit. And I'm just like this face, literally. I'm like, "Get out of my way." And I like go the fuck around them. And I just, anyways, so I get my ass in the arcade, and everywhere it's just kids and teenagers, of course. And I finally find these 2 grown women. Because even the workers were like teenagers. I come across these 2 grown women that were easily in their 40s. And one was white, one was black, and they were like super nice. Well, one was, the other one wasn't. I'm not even gonna lie. The other one was looking at me up and down like I was a fucking crackhead. Because I was being honest with them. I was like, "Look, y'all, I'm on a Zanny. I got lost. I don't know how I ended up here. My phone's dead. I can't get my phone on to call my mom. I can't get my phone on to call my friends. I don't know their number." And I'm just freaking out. And I think around this point, I think I started to cry a little bit, because it was the white woman who was like, "Girl, how the hell did you end up over here? Like, this isn't a good area." She was also like, "You're very lucky that when you were walking around the parking lot that the cops out there didn't see you and snatch you up, because they love to snatch up publicly intoxicated people out here." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm real lucky." When I was pulling on that woman's car door thinking it was my mom, it was like legit yanking, thinking it was my mom's car. I think my mom eventually got in touch with Leo, who somehow found me. I really don't know how it all worked out, but within like 20 to 30 minutes, maybe 40, I was getting picked up by Alyssa and another guy that came along with us. And after that, I think I was gone for like an hour, hour and a half. And once they picked me up, I was like, "What's good? Like, party time?" And they were like, "No, you're taking your ass to sleep." And so they put me to bed. So yeah, blacking out in Florida. Yay! That was very, very, very scary. And I'm so lucky that it didn't turn out in any other way. Like, I'm so blessed that I came across those women and that it worked out the way it did, because that's exactly how tons of girls end up taken. Period. The second story of being in Florida happened, what was it? I want to say this was like the 3rd day out of like the 4th day we were there, because I remember I did not get back in the water after this. Here I am once again, not eating much because I'm on this trip and my medicines only work so much, and taking these zanies because I'm a dumbass. I get in the water. Mind you, I got in the water on these bars the other days and I was fine, but this day it was very, 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 very different, okay? Me and Alyssa, you know, broke off the group and got into the water by ourselves, and we were just chilling, swimming. And when we got in the water, We did get in, you know, pretty deep. We didn't try to stay in the shallow, you know. We look at the shore and we realize, look, the shore is getting kind of far away. Don't you think, you know, like we're kind of having that conversation, like it's a little far. Huh. But we're like laughing about it. We're like, we'll be fine. We'll get back in there. No issue. So we kept chilling. And that was the mistake. We should have got out right then and there once we realized we were starting to get pulled out. But we didn't. We did not realize that we were in an undertow. So we remained in this undertow, and this undertow really didn't seem that aggressive at first. We were getting further and further away from the shore, and we realized, okay, it's not a joke anymore. Maybe we should go ahead and swim back. So we start to swim back, and we're paddling and paddling and paddling and paddling and paddling, and she's doing better than I am because she's not on freaking Xanax like I am. So she's getting out of the undertow way better than I'm able to. So she's getting a little bit ahead of me. So, you know, I'm still going and still going and still going. And we're kind of laughing about it at first. Like, hee 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 hee. We'll be fine. We're going to get there. Keep swimming. So we kept swimming, and I want to say about like a minute or two later, I realized that I was not going anywhere. I was paddling, and I was stuck in the same damn spot for about a minute or two. Like, I was just not moving. So I started to freak out then, because that's when I realized, like, hey, if I'm not even able to move like 3 feet out of this, like, I start reaching out for Alyssa. Like, Alyssa, help me out. Alyssa, help me out. So she's trying. She's reaching out for me. You know, she grabbed me at one point, and like we're paddling against the current, and it's not working. I'm dragging her back, and I'm losing my energy at this point. And what I know now is when you get in that situation, you're technically supposed to float on your back and just kind of wait it out, or start swimming horizontally towards the shore, and you'll eventually get out of the current. But I didn't know this at the time. Well, I did know this at the time, but when you are in the moment, panic takes over, and knowledge just kind of goes bye-bye, and you turn into like a caveman self again. Like, it's just all about action at the moment. So I start freaking the fuck out. She gets to the point where she literally can't help my ass anymore. She's like, girl, I can't do it. I guess she's getting tired at this point. Like, I'm literally wearing her ass down. And so she lets go of me. And I'm not gonna lie, when she let go of me, I was like, damn, this bitch is just gonna let me drown. But it was, I guess, like 1 versus 2, you know? So I'm freaking out. I'm screaming, help! Get my ass out of here. Not to Alyssa, but to anybody. Like, just, I'm flailing my fucking, I'm flailing. Like, I'm full on drowning at this point. I'm starting to go under. My energy level is at 0. All of the energy is gone. And I'm laughing about it now, but it's so not funny. I was like a kiss away from dead ass getting like drowned. But luckily, by the grace of God, thank you, Jesus, there was this family and a guy who was, I was guessing was like maybe in his 30s, with his teenage daughter. We're swimming low-key close, so I thought like maybe they were in the current too, the undertow too. And they kind of were, but I screamed out to the dude. I was like, please, help me. So, you know, I kind of start paddling towards him and like reaching towards him, and he comes and he gets me, and he has to fight the undertow for about 6 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes before he can get me back to shore. And literally the whole time I'm like just apologizing. because he's also having to make sure that his daughter or sister or whoever this other little girl wasn't getting stuck in the current her damn self while he was trying to save me. So I was just like, man, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Oh my god, I don't know what happened. Me. When he got me back to the shore, I just kind of laid there for a minute because I was just like, bro, that was insane. Like, that was dead ass insane. So yeah, I went through 2 crazy ass experiences twice in a row in Florida 2020 trip. And this is what I've been waiting to tell you guys, because only me, really, like, only I would get myself in these situations. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, comment, follow me on Instagram, do whatever you want to do, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.